Hello friends, today we are going to learn the installation of Liferay 7 TXP. So those who are here already would be knowing about Liferay. So we will not go into detail of what Liferay is. If you want to know what Liferay is, the best source of information is the Liferay site itself. So let me tell you. If you want to know about Liferay 7 or Liferay, then you can just go to the Liferay site and you will get a lot of information. They are having Liferay tutorials also. But in today's tutorial, we are going to learn just the installation of Liferay 7. So if you want to know what is Liferay, you can go through, you can search on Google and you will get so many links. You will get Liferay's link itself, which will point you to the Liferay portal. So here you can get the information like what is Liferay and all. So this is just for those who are new to Liferay and they want to know what is Liferay, they don't know about it. So for them it is advisable first to go through this information to know about Liferay, and then after having some brief information they can start uh, using it. So let's go to our motto, like that is the Liferay DXP installation. So for installation, the first of all we need to download the package for Liferay. So for that you can just search for Liferay 7 download, and here you can see, like, as we want to go with the open source, then we can choose for the community edition. And for enterprise edition, if you have the license or if you want the license, then you can use the Liferay enterprise edition. So on clicking the very first link, the Liferay downloads, you will be pointed to this page where you can see here you have Liferay portal CE, where you can download the Tomcat bundle or with other bundles. From here you can also download the plugins SDK, but we want to download this Tomcat bundle. So clicking on download will redirect you to SourceForge.net, where your download will start. So just save your file wherever you want to save. I have already downloaded it just to make the video quickly and not to waste much time, so I will not download it. So after downloading it, you can open just go to the folder where you have downloaded the Liferay. So here, as I have named it as Liferay 7 Community Edition GA3, and this is the Tomcat bundle that gets downloaded. Extract this Tomcat bundle, and then you will have this folder Liferay CE Portal 7.0 GA3. In this video we are going to learn just to download the Liferay and start the vanilla version. We are not going to do any customization. So whatever we get from the downloaded bundle, the same thing we are going to use, and see how Liferay 7 looks when it gets started without any customization, without anything. Even we are not going to associate any database with that. So once you have downloaded and extracted the Liferay Tomcat bundle, just go to your folder Liferay CE Portal GA3. Inside that you will see Tomcat. As you can see, it uses Tomcat 8. Then go to the bin folder. Here you will see startup.bat. So startup.batch file is for Windows. If you are working on Mac or Linux, then you will have to start your Tomcat using startup.sh, and for that you will have to download your uh, and also one more thing that you need to take care, like before running Tomcat, I mean LifeRay 7, you need to make sure that you have Java 1.8 or Java 8. If you don't have that, then you will get error, because this LifeRay 7 requires Java 8. So same thing happened to me, like when I have just downloaded the LifeRay 7 and started it, then I got error. I'll show you that error. I have kept it for you so that you come to know. Like when the LifeRay is started, you can see it shows you the logs like Apache Tomcat 8 fab this, and it also shows the Java that is installed. It is taking the Java from the Java underscore home environment variable that is created in your environment variables. So as you can see, I was having this 1.7. So because of which, when I have started the LifeRay, it gave me an error, that is unsupported major minor version 52. Whenever you get this error, unsupported major minor version, then you should understand like it is something is wrong with the Java version. So either the Java version which is installed in your machine is lower or higher than what is present in the package that you are going to run or you are going to install. So here, as LifeRay 7 requires Java 8, so because it's compiled with Java 8, and I am having locally Java 7, so when we are trying to run this Java 8 compiled files or the package or the software, then it gives error about the lower version that is present in my machine. So to overcome that, it's simple. You will have to download the latest version of Java, that is Java 8. You have to download the SDK version, because we also want to do development later on. So search Java, download Java 8. It will redirect you to the download page. Accept the license agreement, and based on the OS that you have, you can download the corresponding package. Like for me, I am having Windows 64-bit, so I will download this Java JDK 8 update 121. So once you click on it, it will redirect you to the download page. Save the exe. I have already saved it, so I will not save it again. So I'll show you that. So here you can see I have downloaded this JDK 8 update 121. So after downloading it, you just have to install it. After completing the installation, you can update your environment variable. So to update the environment variable, you need to go to properties in your My Computer, click on advanced system settings, go to environment variables, and here you will see Java underscore environment underscore home environment variable. If it doesn't exist on your system, then create one new system environment variable with this name java underscore home, and inside that you will have to paste the path of your JDK. So you will know the path where it is getting installed at the time of installing Java 8. So this is the place where I have installed JDK. So here you can see previously I was having this JDK 7 and the JRE 7. Now after the installation I'm having JDK 8 and JRE 8. Once you have done this and you have updated your environment variable, you need to confirm or make sure that you have the correct version. So as you can see, before Java 8 I was having this Java 7 version, and I have got that error, major minor error, while running the LifeRay 7. So after that I have installed the JDK 8 and updated the environment variable, and now you can see after running this Java version command, it is giving me the updated version is 1.8, and run the Java C command also to make sure like it is configured properly. Apart from this Java home environment variable, you also need to update the path variable. So in path, normally what happens, like as here I'll show you. Okay, let's go there only. I don't have to update my path variable because in my path variable I have added my Java home variable. So I only have to update my Java home and then it will automatically update the path variable. So here you can see in path I have configured Java bin directory using the Java home environment variable. So whenever I am going to change my this Java, I don't have to update the path, I just have to update the Java underscore home. Okay, so once you are done with that, then it will resolve the error that you have faced due to mismatch Java version. So after that, again go to the Tomcat bin directory of your community edition portal and then do startup. So when you will do startup when you will run startup.batch file, just click on this run, and after that it will start running your Tomcat. So here you can see I have already started. I'm not running it in front of you because it takes around 5 minutes to start. So here you can see in the logs, like it is showing this is the Tomcat version, then Windows 7, it gives details of the machine, and then the JDK that I'm using is 8, then other command line arguments for Java, like you can see this xmx, xxdj, etc. So it will, when you will run it, it will take around 5 minutes to start your Tomcat. And here you can see like I have not configured any database, so it is using the Hypersonic SQL by default. Okay, so even if you don't have any database configured, LifeRay will start using this default HSQL database. So after configuring the database, it will also install some default themes that are required. If you don't know what is theme in LifeRay, then you can just read about it on LifeRay site. Actually, theme is used to use for the look and feel of the web page. So you can see it is having huge log. like behind the scene it is starting so many things, so that is why it takes time more than 5 minutes just to start it. So here you can see starter theme, admin theme, classic theme, user dashboard theme, product app theme. So after that you will see a message like Liferay. It means it is just started. So here you can see started Liferay, starting Liferay community edition portal 702 GA3. This is the version of the Liferay community edition that we are using. Now after deploying the themes, you will see like it is showing message one theme for user profile theme is available for use, one theme for admin theme is available for use, similarly classic theme, user dashboard theme, product app theme. So once this all is loaded, all the themes are deployed, your Liferay server is started. It will also show you message like how much time it has taken. Like here you can see startup Catalina server startup in this much milliseconds. So after this it will automatically open your default browser with this page, which is having the heading basic configuration. So for the first time when you are opening your Liferay 7 or running your Liferay 7, it will give you a page where you can perform the basic configuration. So here you can change the name of your portal, you can change your desired language that you want to have, and the name and last name of the default user that gets created in Liferay. So once you change it, Liferay will create a default user for you to be used as a admin, and you can also configure the email for that. So by default Liferay uses this test user account with the email test@liferay.com. You should click this add sample data so that when it runs it will create sample data for you. Here you can change the configuration of the database also. Right now you can see it is using hypersonic, but you can change it from here, but we don't want to change it right now. First we will see how it looks with the everything default. Later on in next tutorial video I'll show you how to configure this database and other things. So just click on finish configuration after doing all this basic configuration, and it will show you behind the scenes. It is going to perform some basic setup for you, and then it will load the home page of Liferay 7. So just wait for it to load. Yeah, okay. After the basic configuration, it will ask you for the terms of use. You should read the terms of use. What are the terms of use for this community edition? And after reading the terms of use, you can click on I agree. You can change the password. I have kept it as test. Enter again, test, save it. Just choose any of the security questions and then answer, save it. Here you can see now we are done with all our configuration and we are landed to the home page of Liferay 7, that is the welcome page. So here you can see they have some default applications available on the home page and some default settings and all those things. So just let's go through it's whatever we see on this home page. So this is, you can see this is the Hello World portlet that is present by default on the home page when we are starting the Liferay for the very first time. And here you can see like it tells you about the version that you are using. Then you can perform search, and this TT is nothing but the user account. If you click on it, then it will show you some of the options available for this test user. We will not go into detail for this video, and this is same when we click on menu. Apart from this, you have these things which we will learn later on. Okay, so that's it for this time. In next video we will learn more about like how we can configure our own database instead of using this Hypersonic, and we will also learn how we can configure this Liferay Tomcat bundle in Eclipse. So instead of starting it from bin folder using this startup.batch file, we can run after configuring it in Eclipse or Liferay Developer Studio. We can start it from the Eclipse itself. Okay, so that's it for this time. Bye, take care.